It can be found in notations and also in percussion. For example, common morning devotion in Nigeria. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. They'll tell us, clap, 2-2. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. So there is a regular pattern of the clap. The understanding of reading is peculiar to the understanding of elements of music. Next, duration. Duration is the length of a musical note. You can ask yourself, how long does a musical note last? When you ask this question, we're talking about duration. For example, if you just check a full piece, a music piece, on your phone, it will be written whether this music, how excellent is your name. You check your media player, it will show whether 3 minutes, 15 seconds. That's the duration of that piece. But duration per se is the length of a musical note, whether you call it a whole note, a half note, the British call it the brief, the semi-brief, the crochet, the quaver, the semi-quaver, hemi-demi semi-quaver. The duration is all about how long a musical note lasts, or how long a musical sound lasts. That is about duration. And when we're talking about duration, the reference point for duration and tempo is beats per minute, because we'll be finding them more using this word BPM, which means beats per minute. Number 4, structure. Structure is the way in which an overall music piece is arranged. I will need to explain the structural elements for we to understand structure. The structural elements are more than this, but I will be taking just these few. 1. Introduction, which is popularly called intro. Something begins a music piece, whether for common song, Duduke, there's a part before the vocals where the keyboards and the guitar comes in. And that is what we call introduction. We have what we call the verse, which are the lines of the songs too. Verses are commonly found in some songs, hymns, R&B, and some other likes. Because in instrumental music now, you will be asking which one is the verse. But for vocal music, where we have the verses, for example, Stand Up for Jesus is a song that is comprising of verses. There is no chorus. For example, a song like Trust and Obey, it contains the chorus and the verses. While we have another part which we call the prelude. We also have the refrain. The refrain is more like the response to a call in music. The response to a call in the music. And the easier one for Nigerians to understand is from the common song, Glory be to God in the highest. Glory be to God in the highest. Hallelujah. And on earth peace to men of good will. Hallelujah. The refrain is the response which we are hearing, which is the hallelujah. The song continues, we praise you, hallelujah. The hallelujah is the response. There are other songs too, they have refrains. But from this basic illustration of the glory be to God in the highest song, we understand refrain as a response to a call in music. Also, we have what we call the bridge. The bridge is a place in music where there is a change in the progression, and we call that bridge. we have the interlude, we have the outro. Now, structure is which way does these things comes in. For example, some songs they start with the introduction, from the introduction to the chorus, before the verse, and after the verse again they have the bridge. While some songs they only have introduction, verses, and outro, and that is about structure. The faster you understand the structure of a music, that is the faster you understand the music itself. In teaching, in singing, in playing, when the structure of the music is understood, it is easier to be performed. Next, number 5, dynamics. Dynamics is how loud or soft the music. Soft too can be used as quiet here. Loudness, softness, they can also be called intensity in music. If a song is very, very loud or very, very soft, it is related to what we call dynamics. For example, Hallelujah chorus, they have the parts where the choristers comes in, everything is loud, and at some point, everything goes soft. And that is what we call dynamics in music. Next, pause. The pause is the beat of a music. Percussionists understand pause faster than other. Reason is that for someone who plays the bass drum, he counts the pulse. For someone who plays the pulse, counts the pulse of the music, which is the beat. Someone who plays the clef easily listens to the pulse to generate the rhythm for the clef. And pulse can also be easily seen in written piece as the bar lines. The practical approach to pause makes music better understood for rhythm's sake. If the understanding of pause is not rooted, the understanding of rhythm will be shallow because the flow pari passu. For example, taking the song of Trust and Obey, the pause is landing on the first beat. It's a 3/4 timing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm clicking my fingers at the pulse of the music. 2, 3. When we walk with the Lord in the light of His word, that is the pulse. The pulse is the beat of the music. Okay. Next, element number 7, texture. Texture is the way in which melody, rhythm, and harmony are combined in a music piece. Texture can also be understood from intensity because for some songs you could have whether 6 instruments to be used in the song. Where 2 instruments are performing, where 4 instruments are performing, where the 6 are coming in together, or where 1 is just only doing the music. That is where you can get from texture. It's just about the way the melody, the rhythm, and the harmony are combined. And that's about texture. So the texture sometimes could be robust. From the rhythm, it could like change the tempo and you have everything so loud, so low. The texture is just the general way of body as the overhauling of a music piece in which the melody, the rhythm, and harmony, the way they are combined. So, for example, in a song which the song starts with the soprano and bass, you will have a different texture compared to where it is the soprano, the alto, the tenor, and the bass, the four parts coming together, you will have different texture. Element number 8, tempo. Tempo is all about the speed of the music, and speed can be categorized into being fast or slow. Allegro, fast; adagio, slow. There are Italian terms and terminologies to categorize tempo. And please, we should not forget this word, beat per minute. Beat per minute. Which we popularly call BPM. So when you want to do some songs in the studio, the first thing the studio engineer comes in contact with is BPM. You need to check the tempo of the song so that you don't run more than the speed, and everything will be regulated. Tempo is an important element of music. Number 9, timbre, which is also known as tone color. This is the characteristic sound of a musical instrument. Each and every musical instrument has a distinctive tone color. They are distinguished, they are unique. In the family of guitar, the 12-string guitar and the bass guitar, they don't produce the same based on tone color. They are of different sound, even if we are using them to play the same song, and you can hear the song dum 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 dum, and on the piano too they can say pam 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 pam. Even if it is the same key, the same notes, but the difference is the, the timbre, the tone color, the tone color of a recorder. When we walk with the Lord, the human voice is different from the recorder, and that is what we call the tone color, and that is also called timbre, the characteristic or distinguishing sound of a musical instrument. Next, element number 10, tonality. Tonality is the key in which a music piece is written. And I won't discuss tonality without mentioning the music keys. The music keys are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which will also have the accidentals, the sharp, the